Today I'm going to show you guys the top 5 best decks for the new Clash Royale meta. Starting things off as the number 5 best deck for the new meta, we have Loon, which might surprise a lot of you guys because at first when I saw the vines just being released in the game, I thought Balloon would be completely dead. And I think Balloon's cycle is probably going to get harmed quite a bit because of the vines, guys, but I feel like when you have a whole big Lava Hound push, the vines definitely do get value, but they're not really the end of the world, like if you just had a quick Balloon cycle deck. So I think Loon will still be actually quite strong this meta, and obviously the Evo Baby Dragon and some other cards in this deck are really good to have in this meta as well, really big buffs to the deck. This guy actually does fail the King Tower activation. I think the Baby Dragon would just not have activated with that little bit of HP. So we're up a lot of elixir right now, and we could just get our Balloon right here behind the Lava Hound, which is going to be hard for him to stop. And by the way, guys, if you do not have vines unlocked, you can just play Fireball instead of them in this deck and maybe put a zap over the arrows. That's what I would personally do. Now, this Evo E-Drag is actually kind of saving this guy. He does have Elixir Golem as well. Balloon does get one drop, not the second, but this is actually not too bad for us. Not too bad, not too good. I'm just going to go for an Evo Baby Dragon, and hopefully the skeletons can kill these bloblets here. Nice, we're going to slow down his battle healer, guys, and then I think we can just go for a nice high Lava Hound right here to block that. Oh, he gets the NATO down. Oh, no. Okay, wait, guys, we can speed up our Balloon right now. This is big. He goes for the Furnace, but our Balloon is getting sped up heavily, so it's just going to get straight on the tower. And, guys, today in the decks that I'm going to be showing you, I'm mostly going to be giving you guys decks that just don't rely on the Baby Dragon or the Vines to be good. So, obviously, a lot of these decks will be using the Vines or the Baby Dragon, but there'll be decks that will still be good even without either of those two cards, and you can just easily, you know, sub out the Vines for like a Poison or a Fireball most of the time, or for Baby Dragon, you can just put like the normal Baby Dragon if you don't have the evolution, or you can just maybe get like Skeleton Dragons in if you have to. Anyways, I'm just going to go for the Lava Hound in the back right here. We're looking really good, but I'm actually not too sure if we're going to be able to save our towers right here, because I feel like, yeah, we are going to have quite a big push going our way. Now, I guess I just Vines here? Wait, the healer... No, no! Okay, I'm just gonna give up my tower, guys. Bro, the freaking healer, it just barely got a bit of a heal off on some stuff with the spawn and heal, and that just ruined everything. Wait, please kill the E-Drag. Oh my gosh, man, kill it. Nice, beautiful arrows value, but we have to get rid of these healers and stuff. Let's just go for the barbs here. We just need some DPS. Man, guys, that did not go in my favor. I think I shouldn't have gone for the Balloon there behind the Lava Hound. I should have probably just tried to defend. Oh my gosh, that's so many Elixir Golem bloblets. Wait, here's our chance. Here's our chance. We have our Evo Baby Dragon, guys, which is going to hit his healer, and then it could also speed up our Balloon right here, and our Lava Hound, and our Barbs as well. And we have our Vines if he plays the E-Drag, so this is really good, bro. Look at the Baby Dragon. We could just get our Vines off on the E-Drag, and that's going to mostly deal with it. Barbs are killing the E-Drag! Nice! The Barbs just fully killed the E-Drag. Let's go. Now coming in as the number 4 best deck for the new meta, we have Recruits Piggies. This deck was actually pretty strong last season somehow, even in a pure Furnace meta, which should not be a thing. Like, Recruits should not be viable at all in that kind of meta, but somehow they still were. And right now, guys, the Evolved Furnace got a little bit of a nerf, so there's probably going to be a little bit less Furnace in this meta, but really the main thing that is going to make this deck so good right now is the fact that Vines are replacing a lot of the big spells like Poison and Fireball in some decks. So that's going to make cards like Flying Machine in this deck, or like even the Piggies, Zappies, and stuff like that, just get so much more value, and it'll kind of just make them unkillable, to be honest, in some matchups. Also, I did not expect Mega Knight out of this guy. If I knew he'd have Mega Knight, I probably would have split my pigs there, but looks like our Flying Machine is still putting in the work for us, so I don't think we're really in much trouble at all. We have our Cage if we actually need it, but I think that's dead. Yeah, that's dead. Okay, now we just can get an E-Spirit down. You do kind of want to cycle your E-Spirit on just whatever you can with this deck sometimes, guys, because it's pretty hard to cycle it just normally on the tower without just ruining the game for yourself and getting your opponent their king up. I love how the guards can actually outrange the Valkyrie. I mean, not guards, but recruits, but yeah, same thing. Flying Machine is getting some good value right here, but unfortunately the recruits do all fall. But let's see if this machine gets some damage. Okay, he goes for a musketeer, guys, but he spent so much elixir that I think our piggies are going to get a lot of damage. It's extremely easy to punish your opponent early on in the game with this deck. Because if they waste like one splash card, you just go with the piggies on the other side, then they play their spell on your piggies, you get a good flying machine. There's just like a chain reaction of punishes you can do to your opponent, I feel like. I'm going to get my arrows down right here, which could be a little bit of a mistake because now I can't stop his Skarmy, but, you know, we have our E-Spirit and everything, and it is nice to have double small spell against a mid-ladder Mega Knight bait type of deck. He does have Mega Knight and the Valkyrie, though, so it's going to be a little bit hard for us here to get a good breakthrough, I feel like, because he can just Mega Knight one side and Valkyrie the other side. I say we go for a 3-1 pig split right here. I think that's ideal. Then we just go for the arrows here. Okay, Evo Valk is going to carry him. There's nothing I could really do about that, though, but at least we're going to get some nice damage on the right side, it looks like. Nice, look at those recruits going to town. Really good damage. I'm just going to get my split zappies down. We could just E-Spirit for the barrel. You don't always have to waste your spell on the barrels, guys. Sometimes even just a simple Electro Spirit is able to do all you need. We could get the machine down the middle trying to snipe this princess, and then... Actually, I'm just going to arrows, because that'll kill a few skeletons as well. Wait, the recruit's on the right side! Nice, man! Like, you would think this should be a hard matchup because he has Mega Knight and Valkyrie, but in reality, it just feels so easy. We take it. Now, coming in at number 3, we have Golem Pump with the new Evo Baby Dragon. If you don't have the evolved Baby Dragon, you can always just play the evolved Electro Dragon instead. Now, this deck might be quite a surprise to you guys that it's actually on this list today, but Golem finished number 6 in the world last season, guys, even without the evolved Baby Dragon. And now that we do have the Evo Baby Dragon, I think it'll be even quite a bit stronger. I've been testing the Prince plus Evo Baby Dragon combo, and let me tell you, man, it is pretty insane. It's actually insane. Like, the Prince will sometimes just move so fast, guys, that when the Prince has the Baby Dragon evolution buff, it just will charge on a bandit before the bandit can actually charge on it. Now, this guy does go for the cage down the middle, which means that we can pretty easily just go for a pump back here. I don't actually know what his win condition is, though, which is the only, I guess, awkward part. He might have some sort of beatdown, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like a RG deck or something else. I'm just going to go for the minions here. Oh, he does have Balloon. Okay, interesting. I guess it's a weird Monk Balloon deck right here. Very nice minions, though, taking down everything. I could have played my Baby Dragon, guys, but I kind of just wanted to save it. Oh, that's getting so much damage. Man, I can't believe that Goblin Brawler just did all that to my tower, but... Guys, we have the ideal setup right now. We have the Prince, we have the Evo Baby Dragon. He does get the Executioner in the back, but he actually didn't use his evolution slot onto the Executioner, which means that it's not going to do that crazy DPS or anything. Gonna get my Evo Baby Dragon just to speed up my entire push right here. Wait, that Golem's going so quick! Nice! Bro, the Golem just went so quick that he messed up his cage. There's no way. Guys, that Golem just went so quick. And the Prince is going so quick too now. He does get the delivery down, but man, just a little bit too late. Bro, this Lumberjack is going so fast. He's just lost his whole tower. There's nothing he can do. Actually, wait, guys. He actually might be able to take my tower. I'm not sure. If he goes for a balloon here, I might actually just ignore it and try to take his other side tower. Wait, can I wonder if I can actually kite this. Wait, that's not going to pull the Lumberjack, huh? No, it does. I could defend that, but I'm just going to go in instead. Bro, this Evo E-Drag needs to die already. Bro, minions, please. Okay. I probably could have defended that, I'm going to be honest, guys, but this is not as bad as it looks right now, because we do have a whole pump up. And we have our Evo Baby Dragon. Yeah, I think I could have just gone for minions low. I kind of just wanted to save them just in case I needed it for, like, the E-Drag later, but we're still in a fine spot, because if you get in the same lane with a Golem deck, that's automatically pretty good for you in almost any matchup, so I'm fine with this. I don't really care about the Executioner too much here. I'm more so just worried about this Electro Dragon, so we're going to have to go ahead and pull this John in right here, get our minions down as well. Okay, he is defending pretty well. Oh, and guys, this is kind of off topic, but I think a lot of you guys will say, like, oh, I can't buy the new Vines, because I'm probably going to show Vines in a lot of decks today. You guys will probably say, like, oh, I couldn't get the new Vines. I'm not Jeff Beans, the owner of Amazon, right? Bro, the Evo E-Drag again. But guys, you can actually get the vines for free from the Supercell store. You just get one of them, but you can at least unlock it. And then you can just use like your epic wild cards and stuff like that to level it up. So I would highly recommend you guys do that if you don't have vines unlocked just yet. Okay, so we do get a little bit of Golemite damage here. Evo Lumberjack also should take out most of this. I kind of just want to try to get another Golem, I think, in a sec here. Yeah, I'll just go for a Golem in the back. And, looks like the Prince is killing mostly everything he's playing. Just gotta be a little bit careful of the Executioner getting a dumb lineup. Wait, he's going for the 3 crown? Hold up, I'm just gonna go all in here, guys, then we just go for late minions. Actually, wait, I'm gonna minions on offense just to make sure we kill the Electro Dragon. His balloon does not even do much damage right there, so that's fine. Bro, how is he defending? No, wait, how is he actually defending this? What? Wait, the Lumberjack on his King Tower. Nice, he just lost. Yeah, he's gonna get 3 crowned. Nice. I think that the number 2 best deck for the new meta has to be this Miner Poison Mighty Miner deck, which was really strong last meta too, guys, but despite all of the changes that happened with the season, you know, the new season, there's always new balances, and also the new card, the new evolution, I think this deck still remains very powerful, and I think Miner will just never not be a top deck in the game unless it gets like a really, really big nerf, because it even got a nerf a couple balance changes ago, but it really hasn't affected the Miner basically at all, it seems like. Because the thing about it, guys, is that every other win condition, like for example, even a barrel, a Goblin Barrel, you have to at least bait out your opponent's spells to get damage with it, or if you're playing a Hog Rider, you have to break through a ton of buildings usually. But with the Miner, you just get right on the tower, and you don't even have to really support it most of the time either. Unless they have like a Skarmy, then you might want to pre-log or poison or something, but that's why I don't really think Miner's the highest skill deck in the game, like people say. Because the defense is definitely pretty high skill on a lot of these Miner decks, but at the same time, the offense can just be the easiest in the game, basically. We can just cannon low here. He can't Earthquake because he has to defend my Mighty Miner. Nice, let's go. I don't always keep track of the exact, you know, droplet of elixir my opponent is on, but I just try to know roughly how they're doing elixir-wise at most times. Split Wall Breakers should force his cannon, maybe. No, he goes for a log, actually. Oh, wow, he just ate an entire Wall Breaker. That's really good damage. We can just get some Miner minions here and try to get a little bit of chip damage. He's going to have to delivery, which is not really a good trade for us, but at least we got some Miner chips, so it's not too bad. And I think the way we're going to win here is by going for high cannons and just pushing the piggies to the opposite lane. Yeah, so we're going to skellies right here, then go for this here. I actually didn't push the piggy to the other lane. I kind of played my skellies a little bit early, but it doesn't even matter. Yeah, beautiful Mighty Miner there, and we took like no damage. You have to play your cannon first and then skellies after for it to work usually. I'm going to ability right here. Nice, I knew he would go for skeletons or something like that. We could even minions too, just to make sure he pops that ability right there. I don't even know if I needed the minions, to be honest, but better to be safe, I suppose. Alright, you know, I'll take that. He's getting a little bit of chip damage here, but overall we're doing pretty good. We're just going to get a Miner poison down. And he's going to have to go for a cannon here on these wall breakers, so he can't afford to Earthquake. Nice, let's go. I knew he'd have to do that. Yeah, you guys can see we're doing a really good job of pressuring him at the perfect time. I'm going to get my Miner down, and then we can also poison with this as well. Nice, we do catch the skeletons. Always feels so good. And the minions are really good for us on defense here, guys. Even though they don't really do much for offense, on defense they actually can do quite a bit. We can just go for a late cannon up high, too. Minions take down that one piggy that bypassed it, so that works out really well for us. We're actually going to have to watch out for the Evo cannon sometimes, man, because that could be kind of bad for us at times. Alright, we do have our Evo cannon of our own, but it's not really going to hit his piggies much at all. We still take everything down, though. I'm just going to get the Miner on the inside. You can see how I'm always switching up my placements. Nice, man. We're still getting so much damage every single Miner, no matter how much elixir he's spending to try to defend. Minions are going to DPS this all down, basically. He gets a couple nibbles, but that's really about it. He does go in for the cannon there, but Miner does get it on the tower. He's probably going to go for more piggies soon, guys, so I might have to get a high cannon down. No, he goes for the queen in the back. I'll just get a Mighty Miner into it. And yeah, I'm still waiting for him to go in for the piggies. I think I'll just get a pre-cannon. Yeah, that's fine. He's probably going to have to go for his ability right here, which is nice for us, I would say. Just gonna go for this kind of late here so it doesn't get into earthquake range or anything. Wait, his piggy's actually getting a lot of damage. Hold up. Yo. Come on, let's just go for a minor poison. We have our Evo cannon, so that's going to take care of these piggies, even if he goes for the earthquake. Yeah, just go for the earthquake, but minions get right on the tower, and that's game over. Man, as much as I hate to see it, I think that Vines is actually not going to be in the #1 best meta deck this season, guys. I think it's actually going to be this Graveyard Poison deck with the Evo Furnace that was also, I believe, one of the best decks in the previous season. Now, the Evo Furnace did get a small nerf, but I think this deck is still going to be absolutely insane despite that. Oh, wow, we're facing Sparky. But yeah, I don't think the Evo Furnace nerf is going to do that much because, I mean, you only get to so many Evo Furnaces throughout a game anyways. It's also the normal Furnace that's really strong, but yeah, even with the nerf, I think the Evo Furnace will still just always force your opponent to spell it and will just be a really annoying force to be reckoned with, I guess. Also, I'm going to get a Knight up high here, then go for an Ice Spirit after. You could tank the Sparky shot with the Ice Spirit, but it's kind of nice to also be able to reset the Sparky. Okay, that is connecting on my tower, and there's not much I can do. Wait, what? No, no, no! I could have played that Furnace earlier, guys, but I just didn't think that that Fire Spirit would save me, because I just had enough trauma from the Sparky in the past. I thought it would just go on the tower. Oh, that's a bad start. That is a really bad start. Maybe I should have actually tanked the Sparky shot with the Ice Spirit after all. Knight's just dead right here, so not looking too good. Actually, guys, I have an idea. I'm gonna Ice Spirit and then Berserker. I just want to force out some sort of elixir from this guy. Okay, he goes for the minions. That's not bad, guys. That is not bad. We just can't have him make a full-on Sparky push again, because if he does, that's just bad news for us. But we do have our Evo Knight here. Okay, this is good. This is good. Guys, what we can do here is just go for the Evo Knight, and then, you know, we play the Evo Knight off to the side here, because when the Evo Knight's not tanking something, it has, obviously, a lot more HP. He does go for the Vines, but our Evo Knight is once again going to get a big tank shot right there, and then the Evo Knight has low HP, but it's still an Evo Knight, which is going to tank like crazy, so we're going to get our Graveyard with this, and then I don't know if this poison will do too much here, but if our Fire Spirits connect, we could kill the Witch. Nice! The Fire Spirit hit the minions there! Bro, this Evo Furnace is cooking, guys. I swear, I don't even see a nerf to it at all. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I messed up the Berserker a little bit. Wait, I can just Graveyard here? Please, please distract the Sparky. Ice Spirit? Nice! Wait, I don't know if we're going to take the tower, though, guys, but we might take a good amount of it, though. And the poison will pretty much clear up the Sparky right here, so we're looking pretty good. This deck just has so many answers for basically anything you could think of in this game. You have Ice Spirit, Berserker to catch miners to counter opponent graveyards. Berserker's also really good against swarms. I mean, maybe not against heavy swarms, but against like medium swarms, it's pretty nice to have. And obviously the graveyard is one of the easiest ways to get damage in the game because it's just so consistently able to get on the tower, even though it is RNG based. Nice, we get so many skeleton hits and we take the win.